Okay. Welcome, everybody, to episode 3 of the Off Air podcast. I'm Brandon Seidman.
And I'm Simon Pepa.
And with us today is guest Alex Chen.
Hi, I'm also here.
Good, thank you, Alex Chen.
Yeah, no problem.
Nice. So Alex is just a normal member of Off Center. No e-board. We
Yeah,
ran out of interesting people to bring
Yeah.
onto the podcast.
So now we're just doing the non-special people.
All right.
The dregs of society.
I see how it is. Seaboard is going to come back. We're gonna
take this place.
yeah. We're starting.
Coup de grace.
Coup de grace. Isn't it coup d'etat?
It's coup de grace.
Those are two separate things, aren't they?
They are.
Are they? I don't know. I don't know French.
You fool.
So, Alex, anyway, our first part of the podcast, we were going to have you speak in French the entire time.
Oh, okay. Je m'appelle. No, I know how to say I am, and then that's about it.
Aha. Well, that's more than I do.
Yeah.
Well.
So I got that going for me, which was nice.
Speaking of France, R.I.P. Notre Dame. Caught fire fairly recently.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was not a good time.
I mean,
No. I don't think anyone died, though.
no one died.
Nobody
So
died.
I think
yeah.
people got hurt, but no one died, which is good.
Yeah, I mean, the entire inside of the church is fine, apparently. Like,
Really? You think that'd be the most hurt because there's fire in it?
well,
Well, like the spire.
the top part
Yeah.
just burned down, and then
Mhm.
like there's like a giant golden cross in there that was completely unharmed, and then
Well,
there's like
it's
this,
gold.
yeah, obvious.
Well,
Then there's like the super important rose glass thing that was also fine.
there was also part of the crown of thorns, though, right?
What
I
did
believe in the church.
that? Oh,
Highly flammable, I'd
I
imagine.
would
yeah.
assume.
Considering it's called Crown of Thorns, it's just
Yeah. It was a weird event, just because like
Did they figure out how it started?
they're looking into it. They don't know.
yeah,
How.
it's just apparently there was construction on it, right? Like a
Yeah,
company was working on
Routine construction. Someone had a
it.
cigarette.
Somebody fucked up real hard.
Someone did a big oopsie.
I would really hate to be that construction company right now.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Ooh.
you would be known for starting the Notre Dame
Is there
fire.
insurance
Yo,
on Notre
did
Dame?
you guys see that day is like cursed, April 15th?
Oh, yeah, April 15th.
Yeah.
So many bad things
So
happened that
ma-
day.
Like
It's just- it's
Titanic
weird.
The
went
Titanic
down,
ending?
and Abraham Lincoln died.
Lincoln
Yeah.
got assassinated. Like,
Well, he got assassinated on the 14th, but died on the 15th. Fun
well,
fact.
well, didn't he get shot in the head?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
there was a
Apparently
separate,
he's
there was a
not
time
Oh,
period
well,
between
no.
it, getting shot and then him.
There was like
dying.
one or two more things too. It was just like
Oh.
Tiananmen Square happened. So it's not a
Was
good
that
day.
was that 15th?
I think I saw somewhere.
Oh well,
I don't know.
Christ.
I'm not sure how accurate that is.
it's also tax day, so
Also, so the worst.
maybe that's why everybody's killing each other on that day.
Jesus.
well,
They
I mean,
don't
in
like
France,
tax.
it's not tax day.
Well, in France, yeah, but what if it was an American in Notre Dame? April 15th, they realized, oh, it's tax day. Might as well just have a cigarette.
Christ.
You wouldn't pay. Americans in France pay American taxes. That's just how tax works.
Yeah, of course.
Wait.
The IRS.
Yeah.
The IRS will find you.
The
Well,
IRS.
I mean, they
is
could have been
global.
visiting.
Yeah.
You wouldn't pay taxes if you're visiting.
I would.
You just bring the laptop, just ready to fire up TurboTax on like the
All right, nice
you gotta-
vacation. Time to file my taxes now.
The ideal leisure activity.
Yeah, you guys don't bring your 1098 forms with you on on vacation?
All the time.
They don't let me put it on the plane.
Actually, I feel like it'd be nicer to go on vacation and file your taxes. Like it'd be stress reducing.
I feel like if you're gonna go on a vacation,
feel like-
you don't want to go where you
Well, I
have
mean,
to like.
specifically go on the vacation to do your taxes.
Oh, of course.
Oh.
Like I know today I'm gonna do my taxes, so let's just go to Costa Rica.
I'm pretty sure that's
Sit back,
called
relax.
tax evasion.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Wait, no, I'm
people
still
don't
doing
think
the
to not
taxes.
pay taxes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess he's technically still paying his taxes, but he's
I'm
just
just
going
doing
to
it
another
somewhere
country.
else.
Mm.
I'll go
It's,
to Puerto Rico.
it's
Puerto
April
Rico.
15th. Let's just
Kind
go
of.
to Canada real quick.
Ride down the Niagara Falls, writing down papers.
No, just take a barrel down.
Ah, well, that happened after.
That did
and
happen.
they survived.
Like
Yeah.
multiple times.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
people.
that's it.
We should do it.
Let's go.
Yeah, right
Alright.
now, just
We're
we'll
going to
bring
Niagara
the
Falls.
we'll bring the podcast with us.
The 10-hour podcast, the way to drive to Niagara Falls, plug it into the barrel, and fucking go down.
Wait. Are we doing this, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
All right. Next week, Alex, you won't be here. I'm sorry.
Aw.
We will be going down Niagara Falls.
That is something to look out for in the
Yeah.
coming weeks.
Also, people can call in now. It's officially on our story.
Oh,
Oh
bad.
boy.
My grandma called in last week.
Oh yeah, she
Oh.
died last week. How are you? Are you good? I know it was a trying time for you.
You know, it was a tough time, but we're all getting through it. You know.
Okay, that's good. That's
I'm
good.
back at school. I'm back. You know, I'm happy again.
That's good.
But she's gonna be missed, and I can never eat a cookie again in my life.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
That was her last words.
Same.
Alex, I don't know if you listened, but she said, "No more cookies for you."
You
bro."
can't have any more cookies. It was her dying wish.
Well, it's such a shame that I brought all these cookies for the podcast that are definitely here. None of our listeners can see this.
They can't.
There's definitely cookies right now.
Simon, I don't know why you brought that giant plate of cookies when you could not eat.
It's literally like 100 cookies.
Yeah,
I'd say ballpark estimate.
I don't know where you got all these cookies from, but they are great.
I got it from a Cookie Warehouse.
Oh yeah.
That's 100% a place.
Is that our first sponsor?
That's our first. Well, no. Sponsors are later. Well, welcome to Cookie Warehouse. We got cookies.
All right, now sponsor us.
Sponsored.
Cookie Warehouse, we love you. Give us a sponsor. Give us a
This
shout out.
this episode is sponsored by just the concept of cookies. Not even like cookies as a thing, just the concept that exists in the material realm.
Use promo code OFFCenter for
on any cookie website.
yeah on any cookie website.
On any website, honestly.
Yeah,
You're
just
buying cookies or cookie-related items such as clothing.
Cooking-related menagerie,
yeah.
accessories. I got a nice cookie paraphernalia. That's a good one.
Do you guys know there's for like discount things? There's a thing where you can just like start typing in like 50 off or something like that on like most websites, or like 50 tests or test 50 and stuff like that. And because they're discount codes that companies use to test that the discount is working.
I feel like I read that on Reddit all the time, but I've never tried it.
I've never actually tried. I've seen it online, but I've never tried.
It's got to be some like whack ass website. If someone likes that with it. Like you're not gonna go to like Amazon and type in like test 50 and then give 50% off.
Yeah. Fun fact.
But I also feel like somebody would be too lazy. Like some people might be too lazy to remove that.
But if you're like a big team, like that's not happening.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
That being said, on Alex's website, you can go and type in test 50. I coded that in there for everyone.
I told you that in private.
Fun fact: if you actually send me your social security number, you get 100% off everything on every website.
I saw the dumbest thing today.
What?
Okay, so my friend, it was like she's getting an apartment, and she sent a picture to her group chat of friends of like the form, like for like and her social security number was in that form.
Classic.
I didn't say anything,
Honest mistake.
but I did laugh.
You probably should have told. You probably should have told her that she had that.
They're
there.
her friends. They probably won't steal her information.
Probably.
I would, and I wrote down the number because I saw it.
What's the number?
10.
Wait, that's my security guy.
Hang on.
This episode is sponsored by the Social Security System.
Oh wait, we got a caller.
Oh, we do?
Oh boy, who is it?
It's the IRS.
Hello?
So that's whoever's going to control the security system.
Oh wait, I should probably
Social
be on
Security.
speaker. Hello?
Hey, what's up, off air?
Hey,
Oh, it's Chris
again!
again!
Oh hey, Chris.
We loved you last time.
All I want to say is I listened back to episode 1 of Off Air a few nights ago.
Well,
Yes.
2's out now.
What?
Episode 2's out now, too.
Yeah, I'm going to listen to that soon. But
Okay.
all I want to say is I listened back to episode 1, and you guys were talking about Full House for a bit. And
Yeah.
your knowledge was very accurate. I found no flaws in your knowledge of Full House.
Thank you. That
Even
means a
though
lot.
Simon said that, you fucked up something about Full House.
I said that
I will
Kimmy is the only one in the non-traditional family structure, even though everyone's in a non-traditional family structure. That's the point of the show.
Right, and you guys came a little close because for a hot second, I was like, I don't think that's true. But we learn in Fuller House that it is true.
Can you please wait? What is Kimmy's family like?
Yeah, please explain.
Well, no. So so Kimmy lives next door, and we don't really learn too much about her family other than that it's just like broken. Not really broken, but just like it's a dysfunctional family. But then in Fuller House, we learned that she had like an estranged brother.
What?
I don't know if he was estranged, but she was like, I haven't seen you in a while. And they weren't close. I mean, for 8 years of Full House, for her to have never mentioned the brother. All right, she might have mentioned. In the episode where Uncle Jesse's on the hammock and she's got the ostrich, season 8, I think she mentions her brother. I'm not 100%.
Well, Chris, for next podcast, could you watch that episode and let us know?
Get back to us.
We need this
Tell you
info.
what, I'll call back next time you guys record, and I will have a firm update.
Okay. Thank you.
All things
We'll be
Full
expecting that.
Thank God.
All right, have a good one.
All right. Thank you.
Chris.
Like that, Chris is our
Resident-
in-house
yeah.
resident
President
expert.
Full House expert.
Yeah.
So I guess Kimmy doesn't have a normal family structure. You were right.
Uh-huh. So I'm right.
But you weren't right that she's the only one without a North
Well,
friend.
I didn't say she was the only one. I just specified her specifically.
Oh, I thought you said
Just picked her out. You know.
Yeah, just like her parents didn't pick her.
Oof.
Because of.
Oh.
I tried to make the connection, didn't work. Just we'll cut that out.
Just
No, I'm gonna make sure that's 10 times louder than any other podcast.
just.
No more cutting things out. If you say anything, it stays in.
Oh yeah. Wow, I'm about to say some pretty bad shit.
All right, go ahead.
Yes, if you call that, that'd be good. Thank you. I said some pretty bad shit. In the
That was
audience.
terrible, Simon. You're right.
Yeah, you better cut that out.
I've lost respect for you as a
Oh,
human.
I'm sorry.
Simon, I literally don't think I could talk to you after this.
Well, we have to because we're on a podcast.
So Alex,
No, yeah.
how are you doing?
All right, we're just cutting out. Okay.
Wait, no, but I'm here. Alex, how's your day?
All right, I'll cut out that line.
There's just gaps of silence every time I speak.
Just
I'm not even gonna like stitch them together. It's just gonna be like complete silence.
Hey, how's it going? Good question.
No, but I actually will cut you out of the podcast.
I will cut you out of my life.
Simon,
What?
we live together.
I know.
How are you?
Not anymore. Because I'm cutting you out of my life.
He's gonna physically cut your room in half.
Wait.
Wait, we don't live in this.
Oh, actually, wait. No, our room is actually being cut in half currently.
What do you mean?
Okay, so River.
I was not aware of this.
River is on a lean, right?
It is on an angle.
However, I guess part of it isn't. So there's cracks in the floor appearing, as if the room is legitimately splitting in half.
Wait,
and I will bet
my
that within
God.
like a couple of years, River will actually fall.
The Titanic when it
River's
falls.
actually just collapsing.
It, seriously,
Wow.
there's like cracks keep appearing in our floor.
Okay, well
That's hilarious.
that's great. When they open the new lead, it's just River's gonna split in half and the
as
crash
soon
into
as,
the new building.
as soon as they cut the ribbon on the new academic center, the river's just gonna fall apart like a
It's
a
just
banana.
like a slice of bread just coming off the side of the river. Because it's like,
Wait.
it's all the way at the end. So it's like right against or not against the wall, but like probably 5 feet in from the wall where it keeps cracking.
Oh, yeah.
That whole size. Just
Oh, is it like the weird spot where?
It's like right past our stove.
Wait.
Okay,
You guys have
yeah.
seen Family Guy, right?
On occasion, yeah. Not
Have
really.
you seen the parts with Cleveland in his bathtub?
Oh yeah.
And
sure.
okay, so Cleveland is usually taking a bath, and then something like destroys half his house, and then he starts sliding out of his bathtub from the second floor onto the first. So I'm just imagining that like somehow River just collapses in half. You guys all just wake up, realize that River split in half, and just starts sliding down towards the other way.
Something seems amiss. You think they'll give us bathtubs? No, we got showers, my dude. They didn't even give us the
showers.
You didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't give us a curtain. We gotta get the curtains. Yeah,
No, we had to buy
We had
curtains.
no hot water today.
Did you not?
No.
Oh well, that's unfortunate.
Did you have hot water?
I don't know. I haven't used my hot water in my
Oh,
sink
wait.
for a while.
I filled up. I was making some I was making a drink and I was pouring myself water from the sink, and I wanted cold water, but I had the faucet on the hot bit. I'm like, wow, it's cold. That's amazing. I would have gotten hot water, but I didn't want hot water, and I got cold water. That's good. That's awesome. So
Yeah, it's just they knew what you wanted. And
sorry guys, my fault. My
They
bad.
didn't know what I want for my shower though. That was the coldest fucking shower
Yeah,
I've
it's-
ever taken.
Cold baths are good for you, so therefore cold showers must be good for you.
Oh, it's so bad though. I
Cold
like cold
A
showers.
cold bath sounds like you would die of hypothermia.
They're
I
actually
supposed to say cold shower. I've never heard of a cold
a
bath.
cold bath, like an ice bath. I meant those are supposedly really good to help your muscles build because it'll
Freeze them.
yeah I don't
You
know.
bulk up by freezing yourself.
It's supposed to
Wait,
help.
that's why Captain America's buff as fuck.
He's the fucking
He took an ice bath and just became out super
He was
fucking
frozen
jacked.
for years.
Guys, we've cracked the super soldier formula.
We've cracked. Just be cold.
Wait, is Walt Disney's head gonna come out with muscles and veins?
He has
everywhere?
abs on his cheeks. It's disgusting.
You just you take a weight and then put it on his forehead. He just crinkles his forehead and just holds it. in place.
When people crush cans with their hands, he does it with the forehead wrinkles.
The strongest head in the world.
The most interesting head in the world.
Yeah. Well, heat makes things shrivel up, so therefore, cold makes things grow.
Wait, what?
when you heat something, like when you heat a human body, it starts shriveling up
because the water is escaping.
It loses all the water. But when you freeze something, all the everything starts up.
Because ice is big. Ice is
denser,
larger than water. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're icing your like veins? What?
We're not scientists.
Well, I am technically a scientist. I'm a computer scientist, so I'll answer this question.
Computer science.
I can answer this
Big
question
man.
with my computer science. So anyway, when you take
scientist,
an ice bath,
and I'm doing air quotations for those at home because you can't see.
When you take an ice bath, it freezes all of the blood in your body because the freezing temperature of blood is like, I don't know, like 40 degrees Fahrenheit. And then you become so stiff and
every
cold.
winter, just everyone dies.
No, you can live through it. That's how it works.
Well, yeah.
You get stronger.
I'm a
of
scientist,
course.
I know.
Eskimos are buff as hell.
Yeah, that's how people die of cold snaps. It just suddenly becomes cold and everybody's blood starts freezing to death.
I hate when it's July and there's a cold snap and it just becomes 2 degrees Fahrenheit. I hate when that happens.
Wait, what?
I don't think has there ever been a
I was
cold
not paying
snap in
enough
July?
attention.
Oh, Brandon's the fucking scientist over here,
Yeah,
not paying attention
come
to
on.
me.
I'm paying attention to my sciencey.
I was making a funny bit about it being cold in July, which wasn't funny, but I said it, and then you weren't even giving me the benefit of listening.
You're not even giving him the satisfaction.
Honestly, you're off the podcast.
Well, I think it should be a podcast where we don't listen to each other and just talk about what we want.
So we just have 3 different
Did you guys see the Tottenham-Manchester City game today?
I heard you watching it because you were screaming the entire time.
Because it was the greatest game of soccer ever played.
Okay.
Hands down.
I'm not. I'll be
And
honest.
I'll take your word for it.
I don't watch much.
He is currently. Is that a jersey from the?
Yeah, is that
team?
I think that is a soccer jersey. So.
He's wearing a soccer jersey right now.
Yeah, this is the sports podcast, right?
Yeah, this is off sports, off the ball,
Off the field,
off
the pitch.
Off pitch is our singing thing.
Yeah.
We have so many subsidiaries.
We just have. All Center just has so many branches at this point.
And they're all like subsidiaries that did like 2 things ever.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them are bigger. Off pitch is a singular event.
Yeah. Well, off air is more we're doing right now.
Can we just TM all these things that we made?
TM, yes, we could
Trademark them.
How hard is it to trademark something?
I think it's actually pretty difficult to trademark something.
Well, this is our show is definitely worthy of a trademark because we're amazing and this is quality entertainment. I'm sure we can all agree.
Yeah, of course. Well, you've had me on it now, so it's
Well,
definitely...
yeah, so this is a low point.
Yeah, this is our lowest point because you're not like an e-board member or former.
Well, you're not like interesting in any way, shape, or form.
Well, if you look at this graph that I have readily made right here.
Well, Alex, this is exactly why you're terrible at this because this isn't a video podcast. It's an audio podcast and nobody can see that graph.
Literally, no, I can't even see that graph because it's a podcast.
I refuse to look
Yeah,
at that
our eyes are closed the entire time just to simulate what it's like for our audience.
We're just sitting in
Wait,
we're just
is everyone
sitting in
listen with their eyes closed?
Well, like they're getting that we don't get any visual simulation just like our audience.
Yeah.
Actually,
also yes,
there is some visual stimulation because I put a picture of the bean in the podcast.
Oh yeah, that's correct. So, so actually, the optimal way to listen to this podcast with your eyes closed in a dark room, no one around you, preferably in one of those like water baths that you just floating with
isolation
no senses.
tanks.
Yeah.
We'll do the ASMR podcast. That's the optimal way to
Oh, that is
listen.
the most optimal way. Don't.
No.
We're cutting that out. Okay. Ban. Get out of our house.
ASMR is banned from this podcast.
Definitely.
Unless it's really hot.
Yeah, I'll
I'll allow it only if it's really sexual.
Like
if
that,
I'm
yeah.
into it, it's fine.
Everything's banned unless I'm personally like it. So,
Don't
ever correct me, honestly. Brandon?
I will correct you if I want to correct you, son.
But you don't want to, because I'm your friend.
Oh, facts, yeah, you're right.
Okay, friends never correct each other. We just accept whatever they say. That's
Even
how friendship
if it's
works.
completely wrong.
Yeah.
Like how
Especially
your
if it's
blood
wrong.
freezes at 40 degrees.
Well, you're a scientist.
yeah.
You would know. You're
a
a
scientist, so you should know.
Okay, do we want to read our first ad read? That we can bring on our very special guest?
Oh yeah, our actual sponsor.
Yeah.
I'm going first because you went first last week.
We think.
Okay, guys. Now the ad portion is over. I would like to shout out my own side hustle, Brandon Seidman's Mobile Bar. It's a bar installed in a 2009 Honda Accord where everyone drinks, including me, the driver. Make sure y'all come out. That's the ad read I got, yeah.
I know. Well, that doesn't seem very safe if you're driving.
Well, it still sounds fantastic.
No, it's super safe. Yeah.
It sounds
But,
like a fantastic.
You're drinking while driving. You're drinking while driving, actually.
Well, I'm drinking and driving.
You're drinking while driving.
No, and driving. There's a very big difference. Anyway, I'd like to welcome our special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good. Hi, my name's Seth. People sometimes passionately call me Seth the Wizard, sort of a full title sort of thing I got going on. But yeah, my name's Seth.
So Seth, do people just call you that, or are you an actual wizard?
Well, I am an actual wizard, yes. But sometimes people on the street, they say, what's that wizard doing over there? Who's that wizard? And so I take out my business card, hand it to him, say, "Hi, hello, my name's Seth." And they go, "Oh my God, Seth the Wizard." So that's sort of how that works. But yes, actual wizard, real wizard, magic, yes.
So you do actual magic?
Yeah, I do. I practice magic. All right, we in the craft. I practice magic.
Sorry.
Come on, don't offend them.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
it's
new
okay.
to this.
It's all right. It's your first time meeting a real wizard. I get that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting, honestly.
Yeah.
So Seth, based on your accent, you must have come from pretty far to get here to Hoboken.
Yeah, so actually I'm born and raised Tennessee. I'm from Nashville, and so I actually, where I got my magic prowess was from the Nashville School of Magic and Wizardry.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, Nashville, very famous for country music. Also, a lot of people don't know, famous for magic.
I see.
Oh, okay.
And I should make it very clear, in the 21st century and the 20th century, I've heard a lot of people saying, "Oh, I do magic. Oh, I do magic." People are always saying this to me.
Saying I do magic.
They say I do magic. They see my business card. They say, "Oh, I do magic too." And I'm like, "Great. Let's see your tomes. I want to see what spells you can cast." And then they pull out a deck of cards and they say something goofy like "pick a card," and I'm like, "Okay." In my head, I'm thinking, the book of. I'm thinking of tarot. I'm thinking of other kinds of cards, but no, they want me to pick like 7 of diamonds. So, alright, I picked 7 diamonds. And then they shuffle these cards and do some fancy schmancy sleight of hand. I hate that. That's not magic.
So can you perform a spell for us here then?
Yeah. So once you reach my level of wizardry, which is level 5.
Oh.
How many levels are there?
Literally could not be counted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just keep going up until you're done and you die.
I see.
But I'm level 5.
Okay, thank
Most wizards don't die. Unless, extraordinary circumstances like battling a griffin or trying to mount a unicorn when you are not yet ready for such magic.
The right level?
Yeah.
What level do you have to be to mount a unicorn?
Oh, please. So, anyway, I'm going to cast a spell for you now.
Perfect.
Do you have any frogs in this where we're recording right now?
Oh, actually, he's right down here. One second.
Great.
This
Now,
Toby?
I will tell you preemptively.
Goodbye, Toby.
Heavy boy.
Yeah.
He's gonna die for the
Wait,
purpose of
wait.
his magic. Is that okay?
You're gonna kill Toby?
It's for magic.
If it's for magic.
Simon, I know we love Toby, but it is for magic.
If it's for magic.
It's for magic.
It's okay. It's okay, Toby.
Be quiet, all right? Daddy's here. All right,
Toby.
All right. So I'm gonna set Toby on the table now, and now I need y'all to close your eyes for a second. Okay. All right, close your eyes. Okay. Now think of a flowing river. Okay. Think of a flowing river. Now imagine sand in your toes. Okay, in between your toes.
I can feel the sand.
All right. Goopy. Yeet! All right, you can open your eyes. That's right.
Oh my God.
Behold. Now describe it.
It's like if God came down to Earth
That's right.
and created the perfect object.
Yes. Now you, with your conscious, the three of you together created this.
Oh my God.
This was a joint spell. See, I cast it, but you gave me the mind energy to make Toby into what you see before you, which could only be described as a tesseract of many colors and dimensions.
I feel bad for Toby, but this is just amazing.
Can I touch it?
I physically can't
If you
comprehend.
touch it, you will experience euphoria. That's too much for one person. You gotta calm down.
How was
You
it?
gotta take a
are you
chill
okay?
pill.
I need to be at least level 2 for that.
Oh,
That's right. And you're learning, and that means you're almost ready for level 1. But now, I gotta say, I came on the podcast today for a very specific reason, alright? Now, like I said, I've been practicing wizardry for many years. But something that has always bothered me, as I said, is people claiming they do magic when they don't really do magic, okay?
Right.
I can see how that'd be an issue.
Yeah. I was recently browsing an online film subscription service. Are you familiar with this?
Yeah,
very
Netflix
familiar.
or Hulu.
Great.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. No one is specific. I was just browsing. And I came across a film. Now, I don't know if you've heard of this movie called Now You See Me.
Oh, I've seen it. I love that movie. It's good.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's like the
Magicians.
yeah.
Yeah.
The casino
Oh.
heist.
You don't throw that word around sparingly, all right? Us wizard folk don't take too kindly to call non-wizard folk magicians. Okay, I hate that.
Oh,
I'm
we're
sorry.
yeah.
No, it's
Sorry
okay.
if I offended you.
I'm flying off the handle. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't
Okay,
mean to
okay.
do that.
We don't want to
Look,
offend you.
Now You See Me is an egregious act of malarkey against wizard kind. It is a complete debauchery of quote-unquote magic, end quote, and I hate it.
Well, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it showed magic in a respectful
very
way.
fun-
All right, fine. Let me explain to you why Jesse Eisenberg is a monster. Jesse Eisenberg, coming off the hot tales of The Social Network, a great film about interpersonal connection in the digital age,
He was also Lex Luthor. Pretty good.
That is true.
a frightening role. He then dons the mask of a magician, quote unquote, in this film Now You See Me. Now, for the first half of the film, he's doing sleight of hand magic, and he's not lying about the fact that he's doing. I mean, he's lying to everybody he's doing the tricks for, but he's not saying he's doing spell casting or anything. Then, randomly, 2 hours into the movie or so, Mark Ruffalo, that son of a bitch, comes on screen and tells our 5 heroes, Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg, David Franco, and Isla Fisher, that he has decided that they are perfect fits. He's not actually the FBI agent he said he was investigating these magicians. He's actually a wizard. And he's going to take these wizard folk into his wizard colony. And I hated it because it's an unfair portrayal of magic and what it takes to be a wizard in the 21st century. And I am pissed. I am pissed.
If you had to guess what their level would have been.
Oh my god. Alright, the most impressive trick in the whole film is the last trick of the film where quote unquote actual wizardry happens, which is Mark Ruffalo makes this sort of merry-go-round spin really fast, and then it gets really bright, and then they're able to walk into the merry-go-round and become wizard folk. Okay? Now, what he's actually doing is a bastardization of a trick invented by Willard von Skillet in the 1200s. Now, this is a trick that you have to be able to do to even graduate from level 1 to level 2, and yet these 4 magicians are being hailed as master wizards. It's ridiculous. Mark Ruffalo couldn't turn a dove into a skeekledork, alright? He's barely learning. He ain't doing anything.
So, what do you think they could have done better? How do you think is a good portrayal of wizarding?
Well, if you're going to make a fictional film about because this is not a real, not a true story as far as I can tell. I can't really tell, but as far as I can tell, it's not true. I would make a documentary about wizards. You know, go to one of the 5 big schools on Earth, Nashville School of Magic and Wizardry, being the best. Go Tiger Dogs, all right? And I would want them to film just everyday life at one of these institutions. I don't want them to make a fiction. I want people of the world to see that there is real magic going on here.
Where are the 5 schools?
The 5 schools, that's a great question. So we got Nashville School of Magic and Wizardry in Nashville, Tennessee. Go Tiger Dogs. And then you got the Bulgarian School of Bearded Women. That's a really popular one for bearded women, 2 to 10. If you are a bearded woman, you have a high proclivity to be a wizard. It's just the way of the world.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just how it is. I don't make the rules. And then, of course, you've got your Chinese school. It's in a little town you might have heard of it, Shanghai. Okay, Shanghai School of Magic. Okay, The Shanghai School of Magic's their mascot is a table, but it's not any ordinary table. If you shout at it really loud, it shouts back.
Oh, that's
interesting. Yeah.
What level spell would create that?
It requires hundreds of levels of wizardry to be able to accomplish such a beautiful feat.
So one level gets you spinning carousel.
That's
glowing
correct.
light. Hundreds of levels get you screaming table.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, perfect.
Sounds amazing.
Yes. Magic is a finicky thing. All right, you have to
Yeah.
understand.
I was
It's
just
fickle.
saying,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So how many schools is that? I named three.
Three,
of them.
three.
Of them. Great. So the fourth school is in Sacramento, California, and it's the Sacramento, California Forgottens because nobody cares about the city at all, and the wizards there either. It's actually a school filled with teachers. There are no students.
Oh,
No one will enroll. They just refuse because any smart wizard parent is not going to send their wizard student to a wizard botched school project like the Sacramento Forgottens. All right, it's literally in the name.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Of course.
And the final and possibly the oldest institution in the universe is actually Texas Tech.
That's very, very interesting.
Very interesting
Yeah,
insight.
Texas Tech. That's right.
So,
You know what? I think we versed Texas Tech at CIT. That makes sense now. I could tell
they
there
were.
was some crazy
They were.
shit.
Do they have
going on.
comedy wizards?
Yeah, actually, it's really hard for wizards to do comedy because it's hard to, once you know the laws of the universe to the same extent as a wizard, it's hard to make light of things like that in comedy.
Oh, yes.
But those who can do it really do it. I mean, they are funny guys. Hooey! Those are some funny guys. Love those guys down at Texas Tech.
Nice. That sounds fun.
Try to get down there as much as I can. I mean,
I should go down there one time, see one of their comedy shows.
all right, we gotta be careful because you step into a wizard comedy show and you're not ready, you might turn into a rattlesnake. Hooey! I mean, a hooey! You might turn into a rattlesnake.
Is that a common spell down there?
Yeah, they love that at Texas Tech. I mean, to the freshmen coming into the fraternities and the sororities, they come in there and they say, "Hello, my name's Billy. I'm here to be in your sorority." And then all those sorority sisters are like, "You bitch!" And then they do the spell. I'm not going to incant it now because I might actually tell you.
Okay,
you're
go ahead.
right.
I'd rather not.
It's a very basic spell, but it's very mean. It's a mean spell. I mean, you gotta really hate this person to do this. And they become a rattlesnake for exactly 82 minutes, and it is tough. It is a tough hour, a little under an hour and a half. It's tough.
Well, actually, that's interesting. So, like, hazing in the wizard world, I guess, would have spells and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. And there
There
is
is
no
spell
defense for the rattlesnake spell. It's a low-level spell, but there is literally no counter spell. Most spells have counter spells that are harder to do, right? Like if you're a level 5 and you're doing a fire casting spell on another wizard. That other wizard, if they're level 6 or 7, are probably going to have a fire defense spell. But the level 1 rattlesnake spell has no counterspell. For thousands of years, it's been an unsolved problem in wizardry. I mean, there is a $1 million prize for any American-born wizard who can solve this problem. Because at Texas Tech, they are having a real problem with this rattlesnake.
So, are you working on it yourself at all? Or?
I worked on it for about a decade. I thought maybe, if I tried my hand at that, old Seth could figure it out. And I just couldn't. I mean, I tried all manner of things. I thought maybe if they're trying to turn me into a rattlesnake, maybe I try to turn myself into the opposite of a rattlesnake, which I thought maybe like a boot would be good. And I tried that, and I just wound up being a boot with a little shaky tail for like 2 days. And it was really troublesome. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep.
Did anybody try and put you on?
Sorry?
Did anybody try and put you on?
Oh, as the boot?
Yeah.
God, I was disgusting. I hope not. I was vile.
So what are you doing now? Are you
Yeah.
working anywhere?
Right, so mostly I'm writing blog posts about how much I hate Now You See Me. That's sort of been my main focus over the last year or so. So thank you for bringing me on to talk about that. I really appreciate it.
No
Tell
problem.
everybody boycott this film, please.
Yeah, spread the word.
And
Spread the word.
Tell your
And
friends.
I heard recently, just yesterday, I was walking down the street, and I heard that there was a sequel now.
Yeah,
and
Now You See Me Too.
Yeah.
It's called Now You See Me Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they don't even have the wherewithal or, God forbid, the kindness to call it Now You Don't.
I mean, yeah, it probably should have been Now You Don't.
It should have been, but they didn't.
They didn't. I don't know.
Calling the sequel to Now You See Me, Now You See Me Too, and not Now You Don't, is a war crime on par with the Wizard Massacre of 2002.
Well,
what happened in
what
2002?
I don't want to talk about
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's a
I guess
Yeah, I'm
it's
sorry.
it's a touchy
must be
subject,
tough
I guess.
memories.
The
I'm
UN has had multiple hearings about this massacre, and it has come to no decisions. It is just we don't know who did it, we don't know what was going on, but thousands died.
Wait, is there a separate UN for wizards?
Yeah.
Or?
No, same UN,
Oh, so-
same people. We don't even have we have low wizard representation. Some of your delegates are wizards, but it's about the same percentage of people that are wizards, which is like 1%. And so we got a problem. Like only 1 in 100 delegates is wizards. So we got like one Security Council member who's a wizard, and he's from America, luckily, Texas Tech, and he goes up there and he tries to say his piece, and everyone's like, wizards don't exist. And then he turns the chair of the Security Council into a goat, and they're like, oh, wizards do exist. And now we're just trying to get past that initial hurdle and get into actual legislation and peacekeeping.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, you guys deserve like representation.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Wizards deserve representation. It's what I've been saying for
Yeah.
years. What I've been saying for years.
So, can anyone become a wizard, or is it something you're
Anyone
born
can
into?
win. So, like I said before about the bearded women, some people just have a general proclivity towards magic. They just got a general talent. They got a good little thing going, right? Like, my friend Alexander over here, full name Alexander?
Yeah.
Great. I can't call people by shortened names. I literally refuse. If Alexander, comes into the Nashville School of Magic and Wizardry and says, I want to be a tiger dog. What do I do? So, there's no such thing as like high school and college. It's just one place you go for as long as you need to get where you need to go. And you can keep going back, read books, whatever, who cares? Anyway, anyone can do it. But if you are not one who's easy to pick up magic, I mean, it could take you anywhere from 2 to 5 years to cast your first spell. And the first
that's a lot of
spell is
time.
the same for every starting wizard. Every starting wizard, every institution learns the same first spell. It's the sneeze spell. It makes someone across the room sneeze, and they can't tell where it came from.
Oh.
Specifically across the room?
Yeah. You got to be at least 10 meters away. Obviously, wizards in metric.
Obviously.
Now,
Of course.
you ever have that thing where you're sitting in a room and you're in a room with a lot of people, maybe a waiting room somewhere, and you're not sick, and you don't have allergies, but you just sneeze out of hooey nowhere. I mean, you
of
you
course.
sneeze.
It happens to me all the time.
All right, probably I would say 8 times out of 10, there's a fucking wizard in that room.
Can you teach us the counterspell for that?
I
Or-
actually can. Surprisingly, the counter spell for the sneeze is not a spell at all. It's just a trick.
Oh.
All right, you hold up your left pointer finger. If you have lost your left pointer finger in an accident, the left middle finger also suffices, though it doesn't really do good in public spaces. You hold up that left pointer finger, you give it a full squeeze with your closed hand on your right hand, give it a little tug and go toot toot, toot toot, and then you won't sneeze ever again for about 10 minutes.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
very
so if
helpful.
you feel
actually.
that sneeze coming on and you're not sick, you grab that finger, you go toot toot toot,
Toot, toot.
and you are not going to sneeze. And I tell you, that is surefire.
My
that's
sinuses
more of
feel
a-
so clear right now.
And
Yeah.
that's more of a charm and less of a spell.
Okay, I see.
More of a charm.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Simon, do you want to read our second ad of the podcast?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, I cannot wait to see what is being advertised. I'm so excited.
Yeah, our advertisers are very kind. We love them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We use all of them, of course, especially the advertisement I read.
Definitely.
I recommend everyone try it out.
Absolutely.
All right. So, now this is our next sponsor. All right, guys. Now that we turn the mics off, I just want to let you know
I'll
that
write them down if you want.
I want to let you know that I, Simon J Peppa, peed my pants half an hour ago, and I'm confiding in only you guys here on the podcast because I trust that it will remain private. All right. Does anyone have any fresh underwear that I could borrow?
Okay, Simon, first of all, we did not turn the mics off.
You didn't turn the mics off?
No.
You said we're gonna
I
turn-
said do the ad read. I didn't say just...
Well, I thought you turned the mics off during the ad read.
Why would I turn the mics off? We got to record the ad reads.
But
Simon, you know what? First of all, it smells like garbage now. So let's just get through the rest, okay? No, I don't have extra underpants.
Simon,
No one-
Simon, full name Simon?
Yeah.
Full name Simon. I got a little incantation that could rid you of your urine problem, but I will warn you, your stools will be bloody for weeks.
Honestly, at this point, I need that. I can take the
think
hit.
it's
Everybody close your eyes.
Okay.
All right. Picture a running stream or a babbling brook.
Okay.
Or perhaps a library full of books only about rats. Now, take a deep inhale. Zibacadabacus, Pebagagonicus. All right, you can open your eyes.
My pants.
Clean dry, right? And I gave you a fresh launder, so it's nice and warm.
Oh,
It feels so
that's
nice.
amazing.
That was free of charge.
Thank you.
Yeah, see, wizards are good. Now, get this. Now you see me film off the streaming services. You are doing a disservice to my entire brotherhood, sisterhood, whatever you call it. Get it off the film.
Could James Franco do
Thank
that,
you.
folks?
Yeah,
Alright.
I just
So can you turn on the mics on back
They
now?
are on. They have always been
No,
on.
you turn them off.
And you admitted to everyone that you peed and pooped your pants.
No, turn them back on now.
Yeah, they're on. Don't worry.
Oh, they're on now.
Yes, they're on.
Because they were off and you turned them
No,
on.
they were on all the time.
Okay.
So-
All right.
well, you
Well-
have clean pants now.
Well, I always had clean pants. As far as the audience
Simon,
at home is
that's
aware.
Staying in.
No,
The mic
no.
has always been on.
The mics were off the whole time.
Believe what you want.
Okay.
I guess he's gonna believe that the mics were off. Well,
No, they weren't.
now that you've said your piece on Now You See Me, I can't help but think that it's just, is it a racist film?
Is wizarding a
Hey,
race?
I wouldn't call wizarding a race.
It's tough to make that call.
Cultural
right?
appropriation.
Yeah.
Like, in so much as being a part of a religion makes you a race, I would say wizardry, yes.
So would
is
it
a race.
be like culturally insensitive then?
Yes.
Okay.
I would say yes. Definitely culturally insensitive to appropriate wizard culture. And not only that, but do it poorly. Like, if you're going to appropriate my culture, at least try to do your research, right?
Mm-hmm.
But instead, you go up on this silver screen, which, by the way, wizards have had for eons, and we're just now getting particles bouncing off a screen, right? Ridiculous. It's not like I don't study physics, all right? I see what's going on here, okay? Anyway, I digress. What was the question?
Is it
All right,
is it
racist, culture
cultural?
insensitive. It just is. Yeah, it just is.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I
Thank
just
you.
forgot. Sorry, slipping
Yeah.
of mine. You put so many books in here, I can hardly remember.
Books
Yeah.
about
A lot
rats.
of
Books about
Yeah,
rats.
of course.
Books about rats.
That
Lots
did-
of books about
Yeah,
rats.
that didn't help me
that
to
brings up the question.
visualize.
How many tomes of rats have you read?
Gosh, I've read all of Gallicor's volumes on rat research. I read Sneelord's research on rat tails. I read, Gallicor wrote another 16-volume set about his favorite names for rats. That one's really important if you're going to cast spells with fire, because you just can't without that.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
really, if you want to
Keep that in mind.
be a wizard like me, be at my rank, be at my level, understand what I understand, you gotta go into the Nashville School of Magic and Wizardry's rat section, which is an overwhelming portion of the library. Nigh on 90% of the books in the library are specifically about rodentia, specifically rats. And you gotta read those tomes till your eyes bleed. You will know so much about rats, your brain will hurt. You'll start scurrying around. You'll wake up in the middle of the night, you say, what am I doing in my living room? I was in my bedroom. And your wife will come in, she'll say, honey, oh my God, you were scurrying around like a fucking rat. And then you'll say, I'm so sorry, sweetie, I've been reading so many rat tomes. And that's basically what's going to happen.
Seth, has this happened to you?
I would like to neither confirm nor deny whether Betsy has seen me crawling around on the floor.
You were saying?
Oh my God.
Oh, what?
Siri,
This is
the second time.
you've done this.
Honestly, she's a bitch. I gotta turn her off. I don't like her.
Hey, you should probably be kind to that little computer lady, because I won't say, but you should be kind to her.
Is something gonna happen? Like,
Is Siri gonna?
Siri
do
alive
something?
or something?
Look, all I'll say is that there's a non-zero chance that there is a wizard inside your pocket watch that sort of lives in there and tells her what to say to you and uses magic to do the things you're doing. Steve Jobs was a hell of a supporter of wizard communities.
Oh, really?
He really understood the importance of magic. And so you just got to be, you want to be kind.
Okay, I'll take that into mind.
Just in case he decides to turn you into a goat or something malicious.
Is that a chance to
I think it's a
happen?
non-zero chance that can happen.
Is there
Okay.
a chance
Was
it
it like a-
becomes a rattlesnake?
Rattlesnake, definitely possible.
Well, I can't defend
that
myself.
82-minute
Yeah.
period, undefendable.
That-
You sort of, after being turned into a rattlesnake so many times, it's sort of like Stockholm syndrome. You start to enjoy it.
You-
got to find the joys in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you ever turned yourself into a rattlesnake, like
Turn
for
myself
fun?
It's sort of
Yeah.
like you know how people get in, like, after you have been sexually active for long enough, you need to sort of spice things up to get your edge, right? So for wizards, you find the magic that sort of gets you going, right?
Mm-hmm.
But after a while, you start realizing maybe being a rattlesnake, that's kinky, right? that hurts me. It hurts. It's awful, and I hate it. But maybe that's what I'm into. So sometimes, sort of, if Betsy's not home, if she's not coming home for weeks because she's on a business trip or something, then I will turn myself into a rattlesnake, sort of just get some kind of rush. Because masturbation is strictly forbidden.
Oh, really?
In wizard kind. You cannot touch yourself. You will burn into 1,000 flames. And that's not a metaphor like in the Bible, which is a ridiculous book, by the way. I'm talking about you are literally going to burn alive right on the spot. Jesus, also a wizard. That's why the Bible.
That makes sense. I was going to ask.
He's still alive. He's teaching philosophy at Nashville. I mean, I had a class with him last week.
Oh, how is he? Is he doing good?
He's doing great. Son of God, everything's great.
Is the second coming coming anytime soon? Or?
The second coming, he's still here. I haven't even left yet. That part of the book's ridiculous.
How do you feel about Notre Dame?
How do I feel about Notre Dame?
No,
we
Jesus.
talking about the school in South Bend, or are we talking about the cathedral in Paris?
The cathedral. It's where his crown of thorns.
Okay, well, so any practice of religion I inherently disagree with because I have seen things that would bother you. But given that it's so culturally important to millions of people, I do feel your pain and I am sorry.
Thank you. All right, well, Seth, do you have any last remarks? Because we're going to have to go, and I definitely...
Oh, last remarks. Okay. First of all, do not watch Yet Now You See Me. Second of all, I'd like to say if I have offended you about your religion or your race or anything else on this podcast, I do apologize. But if you send me hate mail, I will come turn you into a rattlesnake. 3, if you go to Texas Tech, first of all, congratulations on getting in. Second of all, you got to go down this is if you go to Texas Tech for like a major that's stupid, like philosophy.
Like non-magic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
non-magic. But you want to be in the magic school, which is just a wing of the school.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing, but most people don't know about it. Okay, you got to go into the library at Texas Tech, go past the rabbit section, past the bird section, past the deer section, into the rat section, a section most people who are not wizards are not going to be in. You find somebody in there, tap them on the shoulder 18 times, they will say, "Hooey!" And then they'll go, "You a wizard?" And be like, "I want to be." And then they'll tap you on the forehead 5 times, and you will be teleported to the magic wing of Texas Tech University's School of Magic. You get in there, you tell them that old Pappy, Seth, the wizard, sent you, and you'll get right in. You learn your craft, and you come talk to me, and we'll work on a research project or something. I love meeting the undergrads.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Alex,
Thank
do
you,
have any
Seth.
last remarks?
Buy gold.
Buy gold?
By
That's-
gold?
Buy gold.
It's going up.
It is.
It
It's
is.
rising.
Couldn't agree more.
Can you transmute stuff into gold as a wizard?
That's illegal by the UN's accords.
Oh, that makes sense. Inflation
yes.
and all that.
Alchemy
Yeah.
is sort of a gray area
That makes
when it
sense. That
comes
makes
to
sense.
what
That
you're
makes
allowed
sense.
to do.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. Well, I've been Brandon.
I've been Simon. Thank you to our guest, and thank you for our listeners. Bye.
Bye.